Keir Starmer and Rishi Sunak today were actually almost on the same message. Both of them were looking at the people who are economically, what should we say, indolent, inactive, those people who are not working. Keir Starmer's approach is to train them and get them back to the workforce and to pay them more. Rishi Sunak's approach is to deflect and talk about people in dinghies coming across the channel. The reality is that we are a country that is increasingly dependent on migrant labour and migration in general, just as Canada is a country that is calling out for migration. And I don't think that's going to change. No matter what the rhetoric may be, we have a falling birth rate, we have a smaller labour workforce, and we need to encourage people to come here to do the jobs that we need doing. And the way we are working is changing. We need to adapt to that change. That probably means that we need to import fresh ideas and fresh values. We need immigrants as much as they want to come here. We can make it very difficult for them to come here. We can make it unpleasant for them to stay here. We can use them and throw them out, as we often do and have done since the Mrs. May hostile environment, particularly with students. And as the Brexit experiment starts to unravel, and as, for example, the stock market in Paris looks more attractive than the stock market here in London, maybe the lure of the UK will diminish. But I think that will take a long time, because we have been incredibly successful in marketing our language and our culture across the globe. Whether that culture is disseminated and digested through the Hollywood system, or whether it's simply the stuff that you can get on audio, Audible, the talking books, the Netflix, the Crown. We have been incredibly good at exporting our culture. And therefore people are going to want that culture for a good long while and going to want to participate in it. That is our greatest selling point, our culture. And our ability to think outside the box and to innovate and to accommodate. We have spent the last 300 years, particularly, allowing others to come into our country, assimilating, and we have benefited from what they have brought with them and given to us, whether that's been our clothing industry, our extraordinary foods, our innovation in the industrial age, innovation in the post-industrial age. So much of it has come from new ideas brought into our country, new ideas that reimagine our culture afresh. Every so many years, every decade, our culture is reborn and reimagined by a new group with a new vision and a new hope. And I hope that will continue. It won't continue if we pursue a sort of racist agendum, and if our ministers lead that particular caterwauling. In the past, that job has been done by the tabloid newspapers and done savagely and fairly effectively. But to hear it done at the dispatch box in the House of Commons is something I never expected. And I was shocked and stunned by Suella Braverman's language and by the fact that nobody has yet publicly retracted, apologized, or explained. So it's up to us to question her. And of course she's gone into hiding. She's gone into hiding. But we must keep questioning, and we must look at the chipping away of the rules, chipping away at the rules. At the moment, the target is Albania, but tomorrow the target could be another country. But be in no doubt, there are targets.